let's go ahead and go outside, and I'll show you guys something big, something really big. Good morning, everybody. On the last episode, I showed you the new shop. I showed you sealing the floors, and now the next step is lighting. So for lighting, I've got these barrina light fixtures. They're 8 feet long. They are kind of controversial. A ton of people like them. You know, if you get on the forums, you talk about garage lighting and stuff. This whole thing is kind of a budget deal. You know, I'm working on a budget here. I can only spend so much. Yeah, I would love to get some commercial lights or whatever, but we got these barrina lights. Like I said, a lot of people love them, and some people say they're complete garbage. So we're gonna put them up, and I've actually got 30 of them, which is, I think, a ton for this space. And we got to figure out how to set them up. So I started off with this drawing here. I'm gonna have fixtures basically going around the whole perimeter of the garage, coming off of the first truss, you know, that comes down, the first truss, and then that's kind of where I started off. So that on the sides here, the trusses go this way. So I started off on the first truss here. We got 3 lights. That's 24 feet. The shop is 30 feet deep, but not quite with the walls and whatnot. But anyway, so we got 3 lights going down the side here. We got 6 going down the front and the back of the garage, and then we got 2 rows of 5 in the middle here. And this is about an 8-foot spacing here. So this is actually gonna be, that's 28 of the lights, of the 30 lights that I got. And then that gives me 2 spares to put somewhere else, or just have for when one of these things go out, because they will, for sure, eventually. But one of the challenges I'm gonna have is figuring out how to actually run the wires, you know, and figure out how I'm gonna split this, because I wanna have more than one switch to turn this whole thing on. I'd like to have it split in 2, maybe split into 3 sections. So but for now, I need to take these lights out of the box, and I need to see how they actually hook together and all that stuff to try and figure out, you know, how I'm gonna wire them. But this is the layout I'm going with, at least I think so far. So let's pull one of these out. Let's see what they look like. So we got all of this wiring. We got wires with switches. We got wires with terminals. We got, there's multiple ways to wire these things, I guess. So, man, we got tons of wires. And I think you can hook them directly together, which is what I want to do for a lot of them. I just want to basically butt them up next to each other, and then throw them into a switch here. Alright, so there's one pack of 10 lights, believe it or not. Alright. So here's one of them. This is one of the things that's cool about these. They're super simple. I mean, look at that. It's not like a whole fixture. I'm not sure if that's a good thing or a bad thing, but one thing that's interesting is the lights. Like if you get one of those diffused fixture lights, the LEDs just point down. This has 2 rows of LEDs. And I don't know if you can tell, but they're like kind of pointed out at like a 45. So they should cast the light quite nicely. I'm still not sure how they actually mount, because it's just this tube like this. And then there's a plug on this end. 3-pronger. I'm guessing that there's a plug on this end as well. Yep, plug on this end as well. So I need to find some instructions. We got some bracketry. I'm guessing that you screw these in and they just snap into these brackets here. And then they have some connectors where you can just butt the other one up and just slip them together, which that's really cool too. I like that. Then we got all the wiring. We got ones with switches. They actually plug in. And then we've got longer pigtails if we want to space them apart. And then we've got these little short pigtails, which I think, and they have, you know, they have exposed wires, so I think this is for hard wiring. Installation guide. Oh man, look at that. So yeah, 1 page installation instructions. So I'm going to go over this a little bit, think about this a little bit more, and then hopefully we'll start putting up some lights today. Alright, so I figured this out. You can only connect 5 of these lights together at a time. So I got my wiring kind of set up so that you're going to be able to turn on all of these. So basically this half of the perimeter, and then this half of the perimeter, and then I'm going to do 6 of the lights on this side and the 4 on this side, because these are 5 here, 5 lights here, so you can't really make it even. I could do, you know, 5 on this, basically 3 up here, 2 down here, 3 down here, 2 up here, but I think that would just look weird. So I'm just going to leave these last 4, and they're going to switch on that side. So you basically, it's going to be 4 switches. So one switch will turn on this perimeter half, the other switch will turn on this perimeter half, and then the third switch will turn on this half in the middle, or this, whatever it is, more than half. And then the other switch, the last 4th switch will turn on these 4 lights here. So these 6 here, and then these 4 here. So that's how I figured it out. Hopefully this all works out. I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm winging it. So let's get these up there. And oh yeah, I'll show you guys. So the brackets, I showed you the brackets. It doesn't come with self-tappers. We're going straight into the supports. So I got a whole bunch of self-tappers, little short ones, and they fit perfectly inside of these little brackets that hang the lights. So that guy fits right in there perfectly flush, doesn't stick up at all, so the light will be able to snap in there. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get this first row of 3 lights up on the other side of the shop here, and then I'll show you guys. Alright, there we go. First 3 are up. I definitely like the process of hanging these, super easy. I decided to use 3 brackets for each one dead center, and then the other 2 3 feet off, so they're about a foot from the end. So you got one that's a foot from each end, and one that's dead center of the tube. The instructions didn't really say how many to use, and the instructions kind of showed that you only need 2. But I used 3, so they're definitely secure up there. And so far, so good. They look really nice. And a nice amount of light for sure. That's already, I mean, that's great. That's just 3. We got 25 more to go. Let's see what happens when I close the door. Yeah, 25 more to go. So yeah, I'm definitely happy with that so far. So I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna start going down this way and get these 3. And then that's all on one circuit right there. You can see that. So that's 2 on there, and then my box is going to be right there for the switch. So I got those 2, and then I'm going to put 3 more going down this wall. That'll get us halfway down the wall to halfway down this wall over here, and that'll be 1 circuit for it. So let's keep going. Alright, well I have, basically this is the first switch in the garage, what the first switch is going to turn on. This is the perimeter that I'm running, and it's half of it at this point. And it's extremely bright in here. It looks really good. I am very impressed with this. And I'm starting to question whether I need 2 more rows down the middle, or maybe I just need 1. But I think it's pretty dang good. I think it's showing up pretty good on camera. It's very bright. So let me go hit the switches and we'll see how it looks. When I turn it off and then turn it back on. Well, actually, alright, so let's take a look. Ready? Boom, darkness. And light. So that's really good so far. So that's just 9 bulbs. Yeah. That's 9, yeah, that's 9. 3 here, 3 there, and 3 there. So that's 9 bulbs out of 28 that we're gonna run. So I'm gonna think about this. I think I'm still gonna go with the 2 rows of lights. But man, it almost seems like it may not be necessary. So I'm gonna think about it, and I got a lot more work to do. I'm gonna still do this. I'm just gonna do the whole perimeter first, and then I'll decide what I'm gonna do down the center. All right, so I got the second half of the garage set up with the lights up for the perimeter. And now I have to make a decision on what I'm going to do with the rest, with the center here. I had an idea that I was going to run 2 this way, but this thing is pretty bright as it is. I can only plug in both light sets for a second, and then it trips the breaker on my cord here, which means I'm drawing too much power. So I'm going to plug it in for a second and show you guys just how bright it gets in there. So that was both sets of lights on. Now, granted, I am setting it up so that I can work in half the shop, so that kind of leans me towards, you know, having the 2 like I had decided before. But if I'm working on the lift here, chances are I'm going to have all the lights on because obviously, you know, the lights split right here where the lift is going to be. So I don't know what I'm going to do at this point. I think I'm just done for today, and I'm going to come back. Oh man, this looks really weird, I think, because of the lighting. Because I'm standing on the wrong side. But, so, that's better. So I think I'm just going to quit for tonight, and I'm going to think about this, you know, how I'm going to do this. Originally, like I said, I was going to run 2 this way, and there's going to be about 8 feet in between. So 3 8-foot gaps, 2 rows of lights. About 8 feet apart, like 8.7, so about 8.5, a little over 8.5 feet apart. I could just run 1 straight down, and it would probably be enough, but I'm not sure. The other option is to start running them this way, you know, and oh, we're flickering. So yeah, I'm not really sure yet. I need to rethink this. I like the perimeter lighting. I really enjoy that. I think that's perfect. You know, we're going to have lights straight down on any kind of benches or equipment that's along the walls, which is where a lot of it's going to end up. And then, you know, I don't know. I'll get back with you guys tomorrow, though, and I'll let you know what I figured out. But that's just going to be a blip in the camera to you guys. Good morning, everybody. Here I am in the shop again. It's been a day in between when I last talked to you, and I've made a decision on this. We're going to run 2 rows straight down the middle. Well, not down the middle, but about 8-foot spacing. And I'm going to have 2 switches so I can turn one bank off or the other one off. And because this one right here is basically going to run, a lot of it's going to run under the doors. So when the doors are up, it's going to be useless, along with some of these lights that we put up here. And we can turn a lot of them off depending on where we're working in the shop. But nothing's perfect. But that's what I'm going to do. So 10 more lights down the middle. This place is already lit up pretty good. I got another extension cord, so we're running all the lights that we got in here right now, which is 18 going around the perimeter. So we got 10 more going in the middle. We're going to get that done, and then I'll come back to you and show you what we got. All right, that's it. They're up. There's our 2 new ones. Let me show you guys. We unplug them real quick and plug them back in so you can see what the difference is. Boom. Boom. And then, boom. Which one can I unplug? I can unplug that side that you guys are on. Those work pretty good by themselves. Yeah, I'm super happy with that. Look at that. That is 28 8-foot lights. Barrinas. So we're going to have these two on separate switches so we can turn them off and on independently. Ah, crud. Just blew a fuse or something. Alright, well, you know, 28 lights is too much for one outlet. Right now I got every extension cord that I own plugged in here, and it's all running into two of them that run out to one outlet, because that's all I got access to. You know, I have to go further to find another outlet. I don't have enough extension cords for that at the moment, so it is what it is. Right now, what you're looking at is the two center rows, and this side is plugged in. So that back whole half round, or that side of the shop, the little U that I made, there's what, 9 bulbs? 9 bulbs that aren't plugged in over there right now. So this is it. I am super happy with it. I want to give you guys a little sneak peek of something that I got. So let's go ahead and go outside, and I'll show you guys something big, something really big. Physically big, and it's just a big deal. Big deal for me, for sure. So yesterday we went to Charlotte, North Carolina. Went to this place called Universal Distribution Group. They gave me a killer deal on this. And this is an I-10, or it's a Forward, is the brand I-10 lift. And this is a huge deal to me. I wanted a lift in my shop forever, and it's finally coming true. I'll give you guys more information on this when we go to install it, but just know that's to come in the future. But thank you guys so much for watching. Please smash that like button, hit the subscribe, smash the bell if you want to get notified of future videos coming out. Thank you guys so much for watching, and we'll catch you on the next one.